So, I was standing here just admiring my slime gift here, and I was just thinking how magical the shape is. Like, it's supposed to be slime, but it holds itself together. And yeah, I was just wondering what other sort of magical properties these guys have. You know, I come over here and I wanted to study them a little bit, but they don't show up for me. I guess they don't have to, because they're magical. Or maybe they're invisible, which means that we should probably head back to our own base. So, alright, turn off the jetpack. Jetpack sound is not magical. So we've done a little bit. I've actually tried to record a couple times, and I was just crafting. I wasn't setting anything up, and yeah. So I thought that I would get to a point where I would set something up that was newer, not new, but newer than crafting, and then I'd come back and show you. And I don't think I had showed you this last time, but I talked about it. This is one of the frustrating projects I had, and you know, I was in here and I just kicked over a bunch of bottles and broke a bunch of stuff, so we're not going to come back here for a little bit. But let's go look at what else I've done. We will come over this way and down here, and I did get started on a little blood magic. Last time we set up the stones, like put all the smooth stone in place, and then now I've actually like gotten the altar, and I'm up to a tier 3, and I've gotten some of the rooms. Again, this isn't anything like technical or anything that you would have really learned from. It's just placing the blocks, really. The one thing that I did do is I have the environmental controller down here, and I put in where you get saturation and regeneration 3. So you can stand up here and just bleed yourself all day and not have to worry too much about dying. I mean, you still get close. You can't just hold it constantly, but yeah, so it's something. Alright, so then on this side, where I started digging out before, the Betania and the Witchery room, over here, I forgot what I said I was going to put where. So we did Betania over here, and we'll come back, because that's where we're going to spend most of our time. But, down here's the Witchery, and I started showing this, but like I said, it's just putting down different plants and all that. So, you know, we've got our altar here, a couple items on the altar, little setups, like cauldron, and then just some water going to it. That seems to be working out fine for me. Got my little plants going on, oven. The fire sound over there kind of always throws me off. Just, you know, a few little items that I had putting together. So that was that. Nothing like real big on the Witchery yet. If you want to see like maybe like the basics on that, I would suggest going to some of the other members that had covered it. Some of our big magic members, Dragon, Mistaken, Link. Let's see, did I miss any? I know Thor got into a bunch of magic at the beginning. Anyways, so we're here in the Betania area. I have my mobile crafting station over here just set up. This is something I take with me, so it's not permanent. I've got my pure daisies over here doing some work. This is the same setup that's at spawn, so I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this before, or at least seen me use it. Yep, so we got the Ender Flames. Is that what they're called? Endo Flames, not Ender. And then here are our project supplies for the day. Okay, and then little altar and let's see, we got that thing down in there, the alchemic catalyst something block, and then we can make some terra steel right here, which actually I want to upgrade an item. So we will put this together. If you had never seen terra steel being made before, I actually think it's pretty neat. If I can get it out of the way here, I think it looks cool. This is like one of my favorite things to do so far because of all the particles. Alright, awesome. Alright, so we've got that. And let's get our ring. Yeah. Alright, TDC is back. He got on for a second then left, so maybe forgot to do something. So the Band of Aura, it's supposed to generate mana, like on its own. So we're going to put that on. There we go. I don't know exactly how much it generates, because I can't really tell unless I use like, let's get out my inventory. I made one of these I don't know, truncators? Yeah, truncators? Yeah, like tree trunk, maybe? But it cuts down trees like the lumberjack axe, so, you know, it's about the same. It counts down how many saplings you have in your inventory. I don't know what the function of that is, but it takes a ton of mana, so maybe I can go test that out later, see how fast the Terra Aura Greater Ring fills up the mana tablet. But yeah. So a long time ago, like on episode 4 or something, I made this, or what was going to be episode 4, was this item here. It is the Rod of the Skies, and I didn't know when I was making it that you needed a mana tablet in your inventory, but I finally got it. And oh, we got a far ways to go. Finally got it, finally got the mana tablet, I mean, and now I can use it, so that's what it does. It makes her jump way up in the air, but at this point, you know, we've got the jetpack, so that's not really needed anymore. You know, that would have come in useful back when I was still using the glider and stuff like that. That, you know, that's where I could have used it, but now I don't need it so much anymore, so we will put that back into there. And then, so I was looking through the lexicon, whatever, the Betania book, and trying to find some useful items that I can use, because I want to take something from Betania and like take it with me and like use it, not like regularly, but something that is useful. This is not, but it's just something that I'd show off since I made it. What you do is you hit the ground or wall or whatever, and then it makes a ring of fire, so anything inside there catches on fire, including the player. But it doesn't burn up like wood or anything like that. And I wonder if that's because we have a fire spread off. But yeah, so that's the other thing. I was hoping that it would fill up with mana faster. Maybe we can just throw it in here. Yeah, we'll just keep it up there for now. So those are those two things. Yeah, so let's see, back to our project. Now that I've shown off what we've done so far, we've got these flowers here. Now they generate mana, and they generate mana by eating food, and the food that we're going to use is going to be the blue slimes. They're so magical, in fact, that you can convert their very bodies into mana, and I will show you how. Now, I've not set this up. I've not even set it up in the creative world, so I'm going to try to work through it with you. The things that I've done so far is I've cleared out some space, made a little room back here with a pipe coming out. I'll show you the other side. Right here, there's a chest, and there is an item node right there that pulls stuff out. So let's get back up here, and then we're going to use this space for something, and then right up here, that's where the open crates are going to drop food onto these guys. So I think I'd like to work backwards. So let's start with the open crates part. Alright, so we'll do the mana spreader too. Let's get some of these items here. I think we're going to use the rednet cable, and we are going to use this chest for sure, and some item nodes, not the retrieval node. I don't think that I have enough item nodes, so I'll probably have to make some more, which is real easy for us to do. Okay, so we've got our mana spreader. This is not where we're putting them, I'm just using them to throw these up against them. Alright, and then we'll get out our axe. Where is the guy? There he is. And one more over here. Great. Okay, so we want to set this up on a timer so that they only let go at predetermined times, I guess. So we are going to get a block. I meant to have a block. We'll just use a little bit of cobble. And here it is. I think we will try going right here first. Yeah. And then this, and then this will actually just turn all of these chests off. As long as it's getting a signal, then it won't release any items. Or at least that's what I think. That's how I understand it. Let's get our wrench so we can turn some of these connections off. All right. So something that I want to test is I want to see. All right, see you later, man. Let's oh, that's right. Let's take this off so it'll actually go. I want to see if just the one little pulse that comes off of it, if that's enough to actually drop the item. Oh, I can't just right click something inside there. Okay, no big deal. I was gonna set it up like this anyways. So we're going to get a chest here, and you can see that I have another end, but let's see, the node, and then we'll pipe items into these guys. All right. Oops, that's not how that works. Works better that way. Okay, so now the test is to see if the one little pulse is enough to let it go. And it didn't fall down yet, right? It did. So, something's not working. Is it this connection? Now let's try. Yep, there it goes again. Because you can see what's going on here. You don't think that it's actually powering this, do you? Well, let me figure that out and come right back. Do you guys know about the experiment where they put up, where they shot particles through a few lines, and when they just kind of looked at it, the lines behaved like, I think the first time was like waves, but then when they wanted to actually observe each particle going through the lines or the slits, they performed like solid particles instead of waves. Now my point being that I could not get this to work. Could not. It was exactly set up like this, and I was sitting here looking inside this thing, and these guys were not dropping at all. Just like this. And then I thought, is there even a hole in the bottom? And as soon as I looked, they started dropping. Yeah. Nice story, right? Okay, so we're going with the method that Grok used. He used the item droppers from open blocks, and that's what we're going to use too. And they work on our redstone signals. So this is it right here. So our food's going to be sent into this chest, moved into these item droppers, and this is going to be set to 4 seconds. The reason being that I guess those flowers down there, however much food that the food gives you, that's how many seconds it takes for it to digest, and if you give it food before that time is up, then it will waste the food. And the slime drops, they take 3 seconds to, well, they give you 3 food, so I'm just assuming 3 seconds, so we're just going to put it on 4 just to be safe. Okay, so now we have the delivery to the flower set up. Now we need to get some food into that chest. So we'll start working our way backwards from here. Alright, so we're starting to get a full inventory here. So let's go back. I don't think that we need the rednet cable anymore, so we can get rid of that. We might need the transfer pipe and some of these other nodes. Yep, I think we are going to need some of these bits. Let's hook up the shield real quick. So we'll need some power for the shield. We will need that power. We will need some of these other items, and I will show you why. Okay, so you know with the builder block, you have that trick where you can right click on it, shift right click with a shape card, and then get your dimensions and then put it back inside, and it's that easy. Well, with the shield generator, even though the shape card says that you can use it to shape the shield projector, if you shift right click on it, it gives you an error. But if you were to get the dimensions inside there and then go inside the GUI and put the shape card right here, then you'd be fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the block builder block in the space that we're going to put the shield projector, which is right there. Let's take that out for net. You know what? I wonder if we can do that with that in there. So then what we're going to do is we're going to shift right click. Let's make sure box is fine because we're only going to do a single layer. Alright, shift right click. There we go. Now we want the first corner, which is going to be that one. And then the second corner is going to be that one. So now it has the dimensions inside. We'll pull that up. We will get the shield projector here. Once we get our power inside, then we'll be able to place the shield projector down on top of it. There we go. Get our shape card. And then just so we can see it, there it is. So, is it solid? It's not solid. Alright, so we'll turn that off. Let's configure it real quick. We want it to be invisible. I don't really want to see it. Alright, so we will have where pass will be items, players, and then solid we will do, actually just damage. It doesn't matter if it's solid or not. Just damage we will do for hostile. Right there. There we go. Okay. And then we could turn that on, and it's actually on even though you can't see it. So then down here we want to collect the items that are going to drop from our slimes, which is hopefully going to be slime balls, and because we are using generic damage, I'm hoping this is absolutely not what I meant to grab. I meant to grab the collector here. But yeah, because we're using generic damage, it should just drop slime balls instead of like the rare drops. And the guys that we really have to worry about are the king slimes when they come out. Okay, so I am pretty sure that this is automatically set on 4. There we go. So that should be sending items over to this chest right here. Now our next step is that we are going to set up all the drying racks, because if you put blue slime balls on the drying racks, they turn into gelatinous slime drops. And those are very scrumptious food. I ate them. Are you serious? I ate them for most of the first part of this series so far. Until I finally got some other food, or I think I just went straight to the environmental controller. There we go, that's what I meant to do. Okay. Now it's not going to be very pretty, but that's because I want to get some of these pipes in here. Once you have those up, I think you do need actual blocks to place them on. But once you have them up, you don't need the blocks anymore. So we're going to be able to see behind here, and we're going to see pipes behind it. Piping behind it. Okay, so now we're ready for some filters. Let's get this item here back for us. Alright, so that's going to go on, and then I do have some filters over here in this chest. I think I should have moved this chest over on the other side of the room, but it is what it is. Alright, I thought I had grabbed a filter here. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just imagined it. Alright, well, no problem. We have a recipe for it. Yeah, I did imagine it. I was thinking about it. Blue slime. Here we go. Now if we right click with this, we can filter some slime. We don't need that. Alright, and back over here. let's throw in the blue slime filter. There we go. And then let's put on some piping, just like this, and the pipes will pipe the blue slime onto the drying rack. I didn't grab them yet, but I wanted some upgrades here. Like this, and we'll split these up. We'll put that one right there. Ah, okay. Okay, so now we want the blue slimes to, or the drops to be funneled into another block, and I want to actually put it so that I can see how many I have. Maybe I'll even use this for food. Oh, that's mana spreaders. I need a drawer. Did I get one over here? Nope. Is it in my bag? There it is. Back over this side, and you can tell I need the slime drops pronto. I am almost out of food. Ooh, that's not good. Let's get a stick. Alright. Take that off of there. Yep, there we go. That's the one. Put the stick back. Alright, and then we got our retrieval node, and what this is going to do is it is going to pull from sources, and it should, now with the filter, it should only pull the slime drops. Whoops. And there we go. It'll pull like that. Alright. So then now I want to get, I kind of worked myself into a corner, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. So let's pull this back off. Yep, there we go. This guy is not going to be right here, so it's turning out to not be very pretty of a setup. Retrieval node on the bottom, that will be our filter with a couple upgrades, and then back up again. We'll put our, and then that way we can get our chest in here. And I guess we'll just put it right there. Some item nodes. Ah, how did that even happen? Oh, I was inside of the torch. There we go, and then that will feed into our chest. Alright, so now some of the upgrades you might have seen already. We're going to make sure that we hold lots and lots and lots of slimes and then dump them out when we're done with them. There we go. And then that right there. Okay, and then as soon as I get a key, actually, do I have the key on me? I think I have the key on me. Yep, there it is. Now let's put that back. Okay, so now we can feed the slimes in there once we have them. So I've been watching videos on how to make this thing, and I even watched Nicole's video to kind of see how to do it. I wanted to get this out of my inventory real quick. Whoops. There. The one on top. And then the mana spreaders. We'll put on, you don't have to hold shift for this. There we go. And then we'll get our pick. And clear that out. Connect all these with the branch of magicness. Here we go. This guy here. And you know what? This is a real interesting fact. If you have these in the way of the droppers, you're not going to be able to get food onto them. So, we'll just do it fancy and go one to the side. How about that? This one too. There we go. And then this is the one we're going to have to work for. Let's get those blocks down there again. There we go. Oh, okay. Alright, getting things set up, getting things set up. This took a ton of time to like get ready. There we go. And then we'll start shooting these over at that guy there. Just because I had to pretty much learn it in the process of setting it up. And it would have been no fun at all if like I just started and start showing you from the beginning, because I had to, like, seriously, I had to learn all of this. I did not know this before, so yep. Alright, so now it's time to get the slime onto there, which should be easier for us now. Now we're getting to the technical part and out of the magic part. And I think that we are done with all these doodads. So let's grab some signs, because the slime water is supposed to land on slimes. Now if you remember, we have invisible shield blocks right here, so we're gonna go on this layer right here. Let me get these all put in. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I've got all of my signs placed. Now we're ready to move on to the next part. I want to have an on-off switch, so we're gonna preset that up right here by opening this. I got you. I know I did. There we go. Alright, and then we're going to throw in the redstone transmitter, just like that. And we've got channel number 4. Let's get the receiver and right click on it so it's set. Put a block in there. And then we will get a lever, just like that. Okay, then we'll hook that up in a bit. Alright, so I think we want the slime water to be coming down right on top of this guy. So let's go straight up from here. Just like right here. I assume that that's a straight up. And that is where it will be coming up from. Alright, so now we need a platform for me to stand on. Did I run out of blocks? Sure did. That's okay. I can get these now. 1 and 2. Alright, so I made a sticky piston. I realize now that it wasn't necessary, but that's what I have. So we're gonna get this other block. We'll put it right here. And we are going to get our on-off switch right here. I don't think that I need to put it on something. Okay, I don't. Alright, so this will be on, obviously, and this should be off. So if we come back up here, yep, there we go. Alright, so we will have it on. Now we want it to open and shut in time, and we're just going to use a sequencer for that. Let's throw that on. And let's see here. Clear. Actually, dang, we should have kept that. I want it to be half on and half off. The on-off might be a little faster than it was over at spawn, but at least it'll be a constant movement. But because we don't want this going all the time, that is why I'm going to have the other thing down below. Okay, so we want it, I'm pretty sure, a loop. Loop cycle all the time, ignore redstone signal. Restart on redstone signal. Okay, we can go with the first one, that would be fine. So here we go. So now it's got its open and close. Open and close, open and close. If we want to turn off the system like before, it will get its continuous redstone signal and it will just be shut. Great. So now let's have it on. The reason I'm putting it all the way up here is over at spawn we had some problems with king slimes escaping. I don't want that, so I'm hoping that they will, if they do spawn, they will spawn in the ocean that is right above us, or they will spawn in this dirt and they will suffocate. But last thing, we need to have a way for them to get down. Let's turn now. We'll just go back down and we'll get everything. So actually this should be it. As soon as I place the bucket of slime inside. I hope that they start forming. Just like that. Okay, good. It's going. We've already got slimes like right away. And they die on our shield below. Let's come over here. Get our stones out. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to put some speed upgrades on that. Look at him. Darn you. How did that happen? Okay. Let me get this fixed. I'll be right back. Okay, so I think I have something here. It's off right now. Oop, they're changing. Okay, so they're actually being sucked up. In a couple seconds, there we go. They're coming down. That's actually a little bit faster than 4 seconds. Maybe I should slow it down a little bit. Let's go 10. There we go. Okay, so I put some rationing pipe up here so that each one will only get 1, and then that way they'll all get some. There we go. You know what I think it is? I was testing this before. Let's try on just 1 tick. Do we still have some? Yes, we do. Let's see if they drop on 1 tick. Yep, there we go. Okay, we'll leave it like that. You know, I think actually what that is tick issues. Like, the game thinks that they're falling, but then they're actually further up, so then it redoes it, so then it looks like there's more than one. So maybe we should set this down lower. Let's just go to 5. Let's go to 5. All right, so we'll do it there. Okay, so this doesn't make the slime droplet things fast enough, so I might have to expand this up this way, but that's okay. You know, it's expandable as long as we have wall space. We have it connected through here and everything. We didn't change anything back here, but what I was having, okay, so it's off. I was having them spawn on the lip, which you saw at the end of the last cut, and then plus they were spawning in the wall. And when they spawn in the wall and suffocate, they make experience. Well, we can't have that. We can't have experience bouncing around in here when we're not here, if I decide to leave this on for any reason. So what we did is, instead of using the shape card, you can see I have it in my inventory here, we are using the shield block so that we can shape it ourselves. Okay, so this is the only real living rock brick block right here. I'm using the living rock brick in here to camouflage the shield so when we turn it on, and then plus I've made it solid to players instead of pass through like it was before. So now if I come up here, which before I was falling down through it, now I can actually get in here and walk around. But the slimes, when they come down, they'll still fall through. So they don't spawn on the lip anymore. I was thinking if they do spawn on the lip, they'll just take damage and die. And they're not spawning in the wall. So we'll turn it on here, and you can take a look at it a little bit. Yep. But other than that, other than this going too slow and like collecting the slime drops too slow, see, here they go. See, if they do spawn in the wall, then they're going to be taking damage, and then the collector, the ender collector, will just pick it up anyways. So it looks like I'm done. Yeah, that guy, see, he tried to spawn on the lip, but then he just fell right through it. It doesn't look like I need signs, so I'll probably not use them. It's not like I'm running out of the slime balls. You can see they're building up here. Oh, there's a king slime. I want to see if we get his extra drops on generic damage. So all the little slimes should be down there getting hurt and killed and everything. Let's see what we got. And we do. So we are going to have to get a trash can for that. But that'll be real easy, just with a filter or whatever. Okay, but that's it. You see, we've turned our magical slime friends into food, and then turned them into mana. So they are magical after all. this episode has been a journey for me, just with all the learning and everything that I had to do. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Goodbye.